everybody, my name is Mercury, and today we shall be playing some more VGC 18 on the Battlespot ladder, and today I'll be using a QR code team that I've been using, that my friend wants me to use. It's a Parish Trap team. I haven't used Parish Trap before, but I'm going to be using it, and it's going to be pretty good. He tells me it's a very good team. The only thing I've looked at the team, and the only thing I can really say is that I don't like about this team is on the Mega Gengar you don't have Disable, or on the Politoed you don't have Encore. But apart from that, it's pretty cool team. You have your Kommo-o Z, that's sort of a gimmick, and then you've got your Parish Trap. So yeah, it's pretty good. Just trying to move this Kommo-o to be centered, but it doesn't want to be. So yeah, let's get into the games. This is the first time I've used Parish Trap before. I've heard it's pretty fun team, but yeah, hopefully my opponent isn't cheeky and decides it's a good idea to look up the QR team, but no, it's I wouldn't be surprised if he does, because I am a bit cheeky from time to time. As we get Dugo from Portugal, Diogo, I think, Diogo. As we see a Tapu Fini, Klefki, Landorus and Medicham, Zapdos and Ferrothorn. So that Ferrothorn is going to be very problematic, especially if I am not able to get rid of. Especially if I don't get my Kommo-o Z move up. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So I think here what I'm going to lead is Gengar Tapu Bowler. That deals with Tapu Lele. Actually, I'm going to lead Tapu Bowler Kommo-o. That deals with Tapu Fini and all that jazz. So and then in the back I'm gonna have Gengar. No, I'm gonna have Gothitelle, and then Morwile. No, not Morwile. No, Morwile seems like an alright pick. Yeah, Morwile seems like an alright pick. So I can have a late game Tailwind set up. So, anyways, guys, if you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like, maybe comment some other QR teams I might be able to choose, or use, or whatever. So yeah, and if there's any other team archetypes you want me to use, I'm thinking about using a rain team. I've been watching Jim, or Shut Up and Rock, use an alright team with that, and as we see, I'm pretty much free to go for my Z move here. I get intimidated, but I'm a special Kommo-o. Zapdos is probably going to be able to get the Tailwind up, but apart from that, it seems pretty okay here. So I'm gonna go for a Figgy Berry. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for a bring out my Morwile, intimidate that Landorus, and then go for the Clangorous Soul Blaze. They're probably gonna double protect, and that's fine. But yeah, if I get an intimidate on that Landorus, so it's not doing as much damage, and nothing that this Zapdos is doing will be doing much, because I am resisting Thunderbolt and all that jazz. So as we can see, the U-turn going to the Morwile, not very effective, but the Landorus goes away. It'll probably be Tapu Fini, to be honest. But yeah, we see the Tapu Fini come out. I'm fairly sure. No, we see the Ferrothorn come out. So that's actually pretty good here. I'm gonna be able to get my Z move off onto it, and then I'll be able to also get my Focus Blast into it. So that's actually pretty good. As we see the Clangorous Soul Blaze come out, it's gonna put the copyright protector over this. That's a new thing that all the content creators have been doing, just to stop the Z move being your video being copyrighted for the yeah, I get my Clingerous Soul Blaze off, and that's doing a fair amount of damage to that Zapdos, and I get my Omni Boost, which is one boost in all stats, as we see the roar into my Kommo-o. But because I am soundproof, I don't get roared out, which is very good for me. As we see Ferrothorn being being leftovers, which is quite okay. I'm gonna go for a Mega Evolution play rough into the Zapdos, and then I'm just gonna go for the. Actually, I forgot I got Flamethrower, so I'm gonna go for the play rough into the Zapdos, and then I'm going to go for a Flamethrower into the Ferrothorn. As we can get rid of the copyright protector. A Mega Evolution, no switch-ins, but yeah, as we see my Mawile go and come out, Ferrothorn protects, which is fine, but your Zapdos will be going down this turn, so I Flamethrower into that Ferrothorn, and the Ferrothorn will not be going down, as he goes for the Electrium Z onto my Kommo-o most probably. If it's going into the Mawile, I think my Mawile still survives, but going into my Kommo-o will not be KOing. As it goes into the Mawile, that should not KO because it's. Was that a crit? No, Mawile just faints. So that's fine. That means I can come into my Actually, maybe you should have Sucker Punched. So I'm just gonna go into my Tapu Bulu here. Then I'm gonna go for there's nothing really I can do here. I think I'm just gonna superpower into my Ferrothorn and then go for a Clanging Stales. That way it KOs the Zapdos, and I get some chip on Ferrothorn, and the superpower should be doing a lot of damage. So we see the Ferrothorn go out, and it's the Landorus, so that's quite alright. So that's a good read there. So I get the Clinging Stales off, and that's gonna KO both. It might KO the Landorus, but it's doing a good amount of damage to both Pokemon. It's not gonna KO the Landorus, but yeah. So I'm going to be able to get a Flamethrower into that Landorus next turn, maybe even the Ferrothorn next turn, but yeah, I doubt that. I think he might protect his Ferrothorn next turn, and then I'm just going to go for the. Oh, he just brings in the Medicham. That's alright. So I'm gonna go for the Wood Hammer onto the Landorus. I don't think that will KO. But, yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Protect, so I don't get faked out with the Kommo-o, so he doesn't get a chance to KO the Kommo-o, which is quite fine. I think the soundproof on the roar is pretty good for Kommo-o. I like that a lot, actually. As he goes for the Drain Punch into my Kommo-o, Landorus goes for the U-turn, so that won't be doing much damage to the Ferrothorn. So yeah, I think he's just going for safe plays now. I'm just gonna hit into his I think I'm gonna switch back out. I'm gonna switch into. I will switch into my Gothitelle here. Means I can bring in my Tapu Bulu next turn. It's nice to see that I'm able to use the Kommo-o. So I'm just actually. I think I might go for the Gothitelle play, and then I'm going to go for a Flamethrower into this Medicham. That should be doing a good amount of damage. I'm fairly sure Medicham isn't that bulky, but Gothitelle comes in. Ferrothorn protects, which is good. And the and the Medicham should be going down here. He goes for the Drain Punch onto my Kommo-o. Ooh, that's a crit. Is that a crit? No, it's just regular damage. So I go for the Flamethrower onto the Medicham, and that will not be picking up the KO here. I think my Kommo-o might be going down here because of the Clanging Stales last turn. So as we see the grass go away, and that did a lot of damage. I'm just gonna go for the Psychic into the Medicham, and I'm gonna protect here. That way I'm able to pick up the KO onto the Medicham, and Kommo-o can sweep from here. I'm fairly sure Medi goes for the Poison Jab onto my Gothitelle, so that's quite okay. So I Psychic his Medicham, that should be picking up the KO. So yeah, I'm able to sweep from here now. Ferrophone goes for a Gyro Ball into my Gothitelle. That's not doing as much damage because Gothitelle is a very slow Pokemon. And Ferrophone is also pretty slow. So as we see, the Landorus come in here. So I'm just going to go for a Flamethrower onto that Landorus. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to go for the Helping Hand Flamethrower play into the Landorus. This way, I'm able to pick up the KO, and I don't miss out on it, because he might be Assault Vest Landorus, which is very possible, but yeah, I'm just gonna make sure I pick up the KO onto that Landorus. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the player forfeit, so I go for the Helping Hand onto the Kommo-o. Do you see the Flamethrower go onto the Landorus? It's probably Assault Vest Landorus, but the Helping Hand probably would, and that was a crit. So, I don't think the crit really mattered, but it's very good to have that there, and he goes for the Gyro Ball onto my Kommo-o. I'm not picking up the KO. Kommo-o is a very defensive Pokemon as well as a very defensive Pokemon, so I'm going to go for the Helping Hand and then the Flamethrower again. This should pick up the KO, 4 times super effective with Helping Hand, which makes it stab. So no Protects are coming out, I don't think. I'm fairly sure Helping Hand comes out after Protect, as I go for the Flamethrower. And he allows me to pick up the 3, which is very good. So, anyways guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Battlespot Live. It was actually pretty fun using Kommo-o, to be honest. Kommo-o, it's not super powerful, but it's still pretty good. If you've got a Fairy type on your team, if you've got 2 Fairy types on your team, like this guy did, I was actually quite surprised that he didn't bring both Fairy types, because he wouldn't have been able to deal with my Kommo-o otherwise. Hence why I won the game. So I think his choice of bringing those Pokemon was not very good. I think he may have gone for a prediction, thinking that I may have gone for the Trick Room mode rather than my Kommo-o mode. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Battlespot Live, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.